Hi there, welcome to this short little video talking about redirection in Droplet computing. By default, all redirection is turned off, so we take a position that all the doors are closed until you as the administrator opens them. And by redirection, what we're really saying is various resources that are available either on the physical Windows PC or a virtual Windows PC are made available into the container. Where you'll find the redirection settings is in our settings.json. On this machine I'm running Droplet as a Windows service, and so for that reason the settings.json is being held in program data Droplet, and I can edit with a text editor the settings that I want to apply. The core redirection settings are held here. Yep. And so I've got most of them set to be true except for COM ports. I don't have on this laptop a USB to COM port dongle, and more importantly I don't have anything to connect it to. Usually when I demo this I rig a computer to a old APC PDU I have, which is a serial port on the back, and I show the interface that way. So I'll be showing you all but not every single one of the redirections. So let's take each one of these in turn. Printers, yeah. So I've got a Droplet Seamless app open here, and let's have a look at the printer configuration of the physical machine. So I've got two printers, one of which is a printer on my network, a HP printer, and then I've got a printer that's just on my network being serviced by a Windows server. Because printing has been enabled for redirection, if I do file and print in this app, you'll be able to see that the two printers appear, and we do by default mirror whatever the default is on the physical machine we present into the container as well. It's worth saying that we do use a generic driver to do this from Microsoft, the EasyPrint driver. But you can turn off that functionality and actually use the genuine driver inside the container if you so wish. So that's printer redirection. Obviously we do have redirection of the clipboard as well. So if I open up a local copy of Notepad, so there's the Windows 10 version, and I type in some random text, I can highlight that, copy it, and paste that into the container. So it is bi-directional, obviously it's not in a single direction. So you can take text from the container and paste that into the other system. A lot of companies seem to have a problem with this. They don't like the idea of being able to do copy and paste. I think that's often the case if they're providing the container in a VMware VDI or a Citrix or a Microsoft WVD environment. They're a bit concerned about the ease by which somebody can copy data in a remote session. This is all happening within the container, obviously, so you can do copy and paste within a session without it necessarily being available outside of those environments, if that makes sense. Personally, I find the ability to do copy and paste being disabled is not unlike having one's arm cut off if it's not available, or the day you forget or lose your mobile phone. You are so dependent on the ability to do edit, copy, edit, paste. It's really weird to work in an environment where it's turned off, but some customers do that. Other things I can do is redirect the drives of the system. So if I look at the hard drive of this machine, you can see that it's got a C, an F, and an L and an S drive. And by turning on the drive redirects, if I do file open here and have a look at my computer, you can see that I've got the C and A drive and D drive of the container, but I also see the C, F, L and S drive of the physical machine as well. Incidentally, if you'd rather not see the C and A and D drive of the container, the policy system, which is accessible with gpedit, or if you join the container to the domain through your group policies, you can easily hide and restrict access to these drive letters. In the main, we recommend that customers use our software just to run software and not to use the container's internal storage for saving files. There are a couple of customers who do that, but in the main we say store it somewhere on the network. Incidentally, this redirection that I'm doing doesn't stop me doing manual map network drives, so if you prefer to do it that way rather than this redirect, it's entirely up to you. And then finally, we've got some audio redirects. Now for that purpose, I've installed Audacity, and I'll load that up. This is loading up inside the container. With an application that supports audio, what you will see is that remote audio. So this is bidirectional output and input. I would say it's of FM quality, so you're certainly not going to be using a Droplet container to listen to Spotify or watch Netflix. The audio won't be of a good enough fidelity to really drive a good experience. Where we've got customers using this redirect is in healthcare settings, where a surgeon or a consultant might record their assessment of an X-ray or a scan, and then later on some person, a medical secretary, will pick up on that audio recording and actually type that as hard-coded, hard-typed patient notes that can be transmitted through email and things like it. So it's that kind of audio quality, good enough for recording and voice. I have actually used this with Teams and with Zoom, together with our USB redirector, to actually deliver a teleconferencing app inside the container, and it's pretty good actually. The quality of the audio is just as good as if I was on physical. The only thing I would say is we've all had that experience of running Teams or Zoom natively and listen to somebody sound like a Dalek because of all the dropouts. So it's really only as good as the network connection, and really only as good as the Teams or Zoom session that you're actually in. But thanks for watching this video, and I hope it shows how easy it is to get integration between the physical or virtual machine and get those same resources available with a few true and false statements in a text file appearing in the container. Thanks for watching. Bye.